I have changed the way that I create my lessons and the way that I teach, and it is going so well, and I'm really happy about it. So.
We dissect the TEKS, so looking at the verbs and making sure we're using the vocabulary that our TEKS use in the classroom.
And we sit down and we pull out all our plans, and we say, this is what hits this TEK, this is what hits this TEK, and we kind of compare notes and make sure that we're holding ourselves accountable to what they are.
Look at the TEKS that the kids are struggling with to bring them in during our focus time and catch them up.
We've had several textbooks that we've just kind of put to the side. So this isn't high enough. We're not getting where we need to get with this. We're putting those aside and kind of finding some of our own resources. And
they have a much better understanding of the SEs. They're working collaboratively to break down every part of the SE and make sure that our students are getting the full experience.
And it's working so far. They did really well on the last learning check, better than any of my groups have in the past. So.
And I feel like it just levels the playing field for everybody, and it's helped with student success, but also for our success as well.
We are learning together. We are working as a team, and we are planning a lot better as teachers.
Canvas is Google Classroom, it's School Fusion, it's Remind, it's Eduphoria. It took everything that we knew about digital tools for education and put it into one package.
I have a flipped classroom concept, so my kids can just go straight there. They can watch my videos online and they know exactly where to find them.
So I can see 66 slideshows all at one time and just click, click, click and go through and see what they've all submitted. Whereas School Fusion, I mainly used it for just posting announcements.
We're starting a novel, and so I put on there that the students would need a novel, and I immediately got feedback from parents through email about when they needed it, what specifically they needed, what version they needed.
Canvas. We would go to the teacher's page, Miss Anthony, Miss Woods, or Miss Harlan, and it would list different resources like websites, magazines, books, videos, different things like that.
Canvas we've been mainly using for assignments, and so we know when things are due. It's a lot easier to know because it has a specific date on there.
And you just go into it and you can go at your own pace, which is what I like, because sometimes when you're in a class setting, it's kind of hard because there's so many different people, but you just log on and you do your assignments as you go.
It's allowed my students to have the instruction right at their fingertips.
Getting Chromebooks for 4th grade last year was exceptional.
I actually left my classroom that day and went down and talked to Miss McElroy about the whole experience, and it livened me up to teaching. I remember crying and just being so amazed that these kids were so excited.
They showed up and our kids were super excited and we were terrified. But they opened them up and they immediately started using them.
This is a generation where they want to be on those computers and interact with those computers.
My laptop, and this is a true story, in the morning I try to get on Chrome for GT and it takes 15 minutes to load.
I can move it from classroom to classroom with ease. I wouldn't have to bring all these things over. I just needed to pick up the Chromebook and move it easily because it's light.
They were a little scary, but as soon as we jumped on them and started using them, the kids caught on faster than the teachers.
It benefited my students who are lower or who were struggling in a concept or in an area, and then my kids who got it, they could just take off and keep on going.
Anytime you use 21st century tools in the classroom, kids are going to respond much better.
I love what I do. I'm very passionate about teaching, and I always want to do my best. And so it's taken a lot of time, but it is well worth it. So.
It will help us because if you want to be like a zookeeper or a veterinarian, you can learn more about that certain topic. So we can pursue our dreams about what we want to do in our future whenever we grow up.
I plan on going to college, and I'm hoping that hopefully I can get a scholarship somehow to a college, and then I want to go to medical school and learn how to be a doctor.
I'm accepted to Texas A&M engineering, which is one of the top in the country, and I'm pretty excited about going there.
I'm a big dog lover, and I would like to start a dog business right now.
After I graduate, I plan to go to the University of Texas and major in civil engineering, and I hope to get into the Quackwell School of Engineering there.
I want to be a neurologist to help my brother because he has a disease called neurofibromatosis, and I've always wanted to find a cure for him to help him later on in his life.
Sometimes we have to step back and we have to let our kids be the leaders, and we need to learn. And I think that's important, that we realize they have some knowledge that we don't, and together we can make it incredible.